Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop here, and as you can see in this video, we're going to take a look at the gorgeous and very, very gorgeous actually, Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Now, this deck is a little bit special because it essentially takes historical pictures or historical art and has cleverly integrated it with the Rider-Waite. So for those of you that love historical decks but just can't get your head around what the image is, because well, as you know, prior to Rider-Waite, they didn't illustrate the minors, which is an issue for when you're learning a new deck or when you are a Rider-Waite reader. So she has actually used the Rider-Waite images as her base, and I'm going to show you those in a second actually. This is the box. She has used them as her base, but they are very much their own images. Okay, so this is the box it comes in. I'll pop that to one side. And then the booklet. Now look, it is black and white right the way through. You've got the explanation of the deck. She was actually 15 years old when she got her first deck. She loves the historical decks like the Sforza, but they are really difficult to read because the minor cards are not illustrated. So she longed for a deck that looked genuinely Renaissance and yet was also easy to interpret. So that was her motivation for doing this deck. It's a standard 78 card deck. So you've got, what was it? She says, the sources of the artwork. Most of the paintings used are in European churches, so very few of us get to see them in real life. So she's taken those. The images used are from 1200 to 1500 AD. A fascinating period both. So it's just beyond gorgeous. If you want a historical deck, historical looking deck that is using the Rider-Waite. So she's got, it's digital collage. Then she talks about her art, how she does it. Then she goes into tarot spreads. So she tells you how to use the cards, how to do some tarot spreads, and then into the cards. Now she has actually included reversed meanings, although she doesn't, she's like me, she doesn't read with reversals. Then each of the cards are in here, and at the very back you've got this wonderful source, if I can find it without breaking the book up. Hang on a second. Okay, so you've got an appendix for all of the, so she tells you where she got the sources for all the images. For example, let's just pull this Fool up and get the cards back. So with the Fool, let's just use this first image here. I'll read this to you in a second. So with the first one, she's got the woman and garden. It was a Florence school. The church militant and triumphant. The dog and the cliff came from somewhere else. The silly hat came from somewhere else, and the jewels came from somewhere else. So she then tells you where all of them come from. So that's wonderful. So that's the book. Very comprehensive. All the meanings in there. And then here are the cards. Look how gorgeous these are. My favourite word at the moment. Gold, gilt edged. Very smooth to handle. Like, you know, very easy to shuffle. They are beautiful. Right, okay, so you get the cover card, just says like this. Golden Tarot is a compilation of collages from artwork of the late Middle Ages and early Renaissance. Poignant images of gentle beauty and human frailty came from a time of violence, pestilence and oppression. Yeah, I don't think we have any idea really, do what it was like back then. These images speak to me of a truth that is timeless and hope that flowers even in the darkest conditions. It is my hope that they speak to you as well, Cat Black. So the backs, as you saw, were like this. So let's have a look at the cards. She's kept all of the appropriate symbology in there, in each of the cards. I did take a brief look through them earlier and I was actually quite speechless, which is beyond abnormal for me, as we know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've got a stag and the sun. So you see they're very Rider-Waite based. And we have Jesus. Then the swords. Now you can see what she means, that she actually uses the Rider-Waite as the basis for it. You've got exactly the same scenes. So the scenes have the same setting, but with obviously clearly different images. All of the courts are the same names. And we have the wands. The conflict, the victory, defending yourself. And you have the page. There's just, sometimes with the gilt, they stick slightly, ever so slightly until you've used them. Isn't that a beautiful Queen of Wands? Then you have the cups. A little, she got in the way then. She wants to have a look at them as well. I can't believe I said that, actually, that's ridiculous. And then we have coins. So she hasn't called them pentacles, they're coins. Oh my goodness, aren't they lovely? So you get, you know, literally like a historical deck, and with Rider-Waite images. So okay, so that's it. These are the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. It's a US Games published deck. And I hope that you've enjoyed that. And yeah, as I said, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.